Okay, so we're going to create mandalas. Does anyone know what a mandala is? Anyone? That's okay. So mandala literally means circle, but it's also a representation of the universe. Okay, so creating a mandala, you're creating your own universe. Okay, and there are the colors that you use, the shapes that you use. That imagery can all represent symbols in your life, and you're kind of at will to be. I just did this sitting over there listening to him, so it doesn't take very long. I gave you these concentric circles as a guide. You don't have to put something in between each line. You see how I use 3 lines for one section of mine. You can get really, really creative. But the point of mandalas, and I want to tell you the story about Tibetan monks. Tibetan monks go around and they create sand mandalas. So they take a table bigger than this, probably twice the size of the square, and they use cones that have ridges on it, and they use a stick, and they scrape across those ridges, and it vibrates, and they have sand inside the cone that comes out the end onto the surface, and they create these intricate designs. They're so perfect, and they meditate in the process. And at the end, they have this beautiful, beautiful creation, and what they do is they destroy it. And the whole purpose of that is to teach impermanence. So we're all going to at one point pass away. Life is constantly changing. We can't control it, correct? And the more we attach ourselves to things that are not permanent, the more suffering we cause ourselves. So it's a practice in letting go. Okay? So at the end of your mandala making today, you have the option. You can destroy it. You can rip it up. You can burn it. You can take it with you to your room and hang it up. And maybe look at it to remind yourself that you shouldn't grow too attached to things of this earth, that the universe is ever evolving, ever changing. You can do with it what you want, as long as you're thinking about that concept in the process. So I gave you a few examples of symbolic imagery. So circles can represent eternity. They can also represent healing. Triangles represent the Trinity, and that can mean the Christian Trinity. It can also mean the New Age Trinity, which is mind, body, and spirit. Flowers represent life and renewal, growth. Leaves and vines represent eternity and rebirth. And hearts, of course, love and compassion. There's obviously way more shapes that you can use, but those are just some examples to get you started. So go ahead and take your markers and go ahead and just whatever feels right, put it down on the page and make your mandala.